You have arrived at your destination. Digital Street is to your right.
Welcome back to Digital Street, aka your girl's favorite podcast. So if it's your first time here, we literally own a street in the metaverse called Digital Street, and we talk to you guys weekly about. We do deep dives about different topics, and this week we're gonna deep dive into Web3, and we're gonna do a multi-week segment on this, and this is our second week doing it.
Deep dive. I deep dive into other stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, so this week we're gonna mainly focus on zero knowledge proofs. We're gonna do our binge week.
Oh yeah, binge bank.
We're gonna start with the binge bank. Talk a lot about zero knowledge proofs and how they're useful, what they do, and then I think we're just gonna finish off with the quote of the week.
Yes, sir. And then we also got the keep up challenge.
Oh yeah, the keep up challenge too.
Weekly keep up challenge
Weekly
because
keep
I'm
up
better
challenge.
than Sadra.
When the last one?
Wait, the challenge is for me to eventually get better than Sadra. But yeah, today we're gonna talk about zero knowledge proofs, and oh yeah, before that we're gonna start with the binge bank stuff. You want to start with that or should I?
I can start.
Alright, sick.
What happened
Are you
this
gonna
week?
talk about the heart attack?
Yeah, dude. I still don't know why it happened. So this weekend, I would say I got You want to start?
Sure.
I have to get my thoughts together.
Yes, this week it's been a grind. Like this weekend, we surprised my brother. We went to visit him in Philly, and I'm not really used to working in an environment where like there are other people around me. Like I just chill in my room and put my headphones on with nothing playing. So it's like pure silence with no one being able to look at my computer screen or anything, right? But over there, I had to use his monitor, and everyone was able to see the monitor where I was working. So I don't know, I used to feel uncomfortable with that, but this weekend I guess I realized that like I could do a shitload of work with people behind me, and regardless of like however many distractions and things are happening, because like they were chilling, they were like watching movies and stuff, and I was just doing all of my work that I had to do. And yeah, I don't know, that was like a pretty good experience for me, like because when I got back it felt really good that like I found out that I'm able to do work anywhere.
How was it? Like, did you tell him beforehand you're coming, or was it actually a surprise?
Yeah, we didn't tell him at all, so it was like a complete surprise.
How was that? What was his reaction?
He was super surprised. He actually thought someone was in his house. So he was like kind of prepared, like he opened the door, and then like he was like standing back a bit, but like he was also like ready to take anything on.
That's
like
fair.
if there was something there, or a person, of course. But yeah, the surprise was good and everything. It was fun. But yeah, we've been like growth wise, like we've been hiring a bunch too, and like growing pretty quickly, and that's kind of challenging, kind of like fun at the same time, because like compared to the stuff that we're learning right now, like the uni type of stuff, like for our pod, like we had to like study all that research stuff, but compared to that, all the work that I do is like so easy compared to that. But it's like kind of fun for me too, right? Like I'm managing people, I'm doing a bunch of marketing stuff, so yeah, I guess it's like a nice experience, like when I look back at it. But like right now it's just like a bunch of work, if that
Alright.
makes sense.
Yeah, for sure it does. I would say for my binge bank, I obviously have the usual stuff. You know, I train, gym, school, work, typical stuff. My daily schedule, I would say, consists of going to the gym in the morning before work, and then once work starts, I'm home, and then after that, if I don't have a class, I'll just stay home, 9 to 5, or you know what it was? I was getting sick of. This is good for the next part. What I do at work, it's very slow. There's not a lot of tasks given to me as an intern.
Yeah.
So that means that I sit there a lot and I go on like TikTok, social media, whatever I have to do. It's been to a point where I literally dedicate, like I make a schedule of what I should do during my work time.
Yeah.
Because I don't do anything. I just sit there. So I like tasks that I have to do after work, I do it during work. That's how boring it is. And so yeah, sometimes I go to the dome to play soccer at like
During
3
work?
p.m.
Oh,
Yeah, because you can get Wi-Fi from inside the dome. So I go there.
yeah.
I've been going there a lot recently. So, and the reason I brought that up was because like recently I've been losing my mind so much on just staying home and not doing anything. Like it's been so, I don't know what it is, but it's been so boring and stuff.
Yeah.
And this weekend I had a very weird experience where I kind of had like a, I wouldn't say it's an anxiety attack because like I'm fine, like everything is good with me mentally and stuff. I would say I got really fearful and anxious and like I was panicking, which never not doesn't happen to me often, other than like before big competitions or stuff like that. So yeah, this weekend when I woke up, I would say on Sunday, I got a pretty big like anxiety rush or panic rush, and it's just something that I've never experienced before in that way. I would say it was the biggest thing that I took away from that is that it was very hard to operate when you have like anxiety or that kind of rush because it's like it takes up your heart and like it makes you numb so like you can't not like it makes me like I can't feel my muscles or anything but like it's like there's a rock in your heart and you can't like focus on anything,
Yeah.
which is why I had to like get out of the house and go to the dome. I was trying to do work but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do work. I couldn't even post I couldn't focus on making posts for Instagram.
So that was on Sunday?
Yeah, so on Sunday I got like a little attack, if you want to call it, like a rush of anxiety, and then it got progressively worse throughout the day, and then it kept going from Monday, Tuesday, so like Sunday it got worse, Monday it got worse, Tuesday got worse, and yeah, like today it was like everything's back everything's back to normal. Today I feel
Okay.
fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I would say one thing other than that, like other than I learned that it's hard to operate when you have like anxiety like that in your body. Um, if you get past that, like push yourself through doing things when you actually can't, when you really feel you can't, then that's when it goes all the way. It's like you
Right.
have to break through the anxiety and stuff. And once I started doing that, like yesterday, then everything fell back to normal.
So what was your experience from Sunday to Tuesday then? Like, was it like really hard for you to do anything?
Yeah, I would say even eating.
Really?
Yeah, like
Wow.
I would I would eat a lot less. Like let's say I do like 3.78 calories, K calories, but now I do like 2,000.
Damn.
I couldn't finish meals that I used to finish in an instant before.
What do you think is the reason? Because of like that repetitiveness of like not doing
Yeah,
anything every day?
I think it's everything. I think it's isolation because I other than going to that one class that week, I don't
Yeah.
really talk to anyone else. Other than
True.
soccer, I don't really talk to anyone else.
Yeah.
I just train, I go to the gym, I go home, I work all by myself. I would say isolation, having that routine. Like I've never been this consistent and the results show for it, but it's so hard doing the same thing every day and like just that repetitiveness was really getting to me.
Yeah.
So I think a mix of all of that just kind of built up.
Damn. So like consistent with like work, sports.
Well, work is not really. I have to be there. I
Yeah.
have to do it.
So you've been consistent with work before.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's not counted. Like you're talking about consistent in workouts.
Everything. Like
Like what is like meals?
everything. I would say meditation, training, analyzing soccer footage, making Instagram posts, um, studying. Not studying for school has been pretty easy for me so far. Studying for my certification.
Mm.
Like I that was the hardest thing to do. I
Yeah.
didn't do it for 3 days. Usually I do that consistently, but for 3 days I couldn't do it. I
Yeah.
couldn't sit there and like read for 30 minutes on my computer. So all of that stuff, I've never been more consistent with it, in my opinion.
So
So
that's what caught up to you think?
I think a mixture of everything caught up to me.
Okay. So like a mixture of all of that, the consistency and doing all of those things
Yeah,
at once.
and being isolated. Like I always wanted to be alone.
Yeah.
Like it's so much easier to do work when you're alone. Like everyone says, "Oh, go ghost. Like focus on yourself. Don't talk to anyone about your achievements."
Yeah.
But it can get hard
Yeah.
being alone.
I think we could kind of relate on that, like the isolation. 'Cause for like, I guess for you it's different because you're going from, you went from co-op to co-op, right? Like back, it's basically been back to back for you since the start of summer. You were in an
It wasn't a
internship, right?
co-op. The summer was just a normal job,
Oh,
but it was
okay.
isolated too.
Yeah. So, like we've both kind of, I guess, been isolated, but like for you, it's been from like, why has the isolation been like, why has it affected you so much? What do you think? Because like for me, like I don't really like I've been used to it since school ended because that's all I've been doing. Just I've always been isolated, right? What do you think?
I think more than ever before, like during the summer and before that, I've been hanging out a lot with friends,
Oh, okay.
which is good. Like I've been probably social more than I've ever been in my life,
Yeah.
and suddenly putting a stop to that,
Okay.
maybe that's what caused it.
That makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad that you're good now.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good now. If it got to a point where it got really bad, but I found that meditation helps a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Like I would just put my phone down and close my eyes and just think about like what I'm feeling. That would help a lot.
So you just like,
Literally, but in my bed. Yeah.
I'm trying to wipe the smile off my face. But you just like sit there.
And I just pulled on my pants and like no, that's when I have pics of Marzooq.
There you go.
Hey yo. So
Damn.
yeah, I would say this is a pretty worthy binge bank for this for this week.
Yeah, that's pretty. I think that would be pretty helpful for all the girls that are watching, because like that's our only audience.
Hey, come cure my loneliness.
Facts. Reach out to Sadra. His IG is in the description. But yeah, let's dive into zero knowledge proofs.
You want to start?
Sure, let me try to explain it. So basically, zero knowledge proofs is is a way to, so there's a verifier and a prover in a zero knowledge proof, right? And the goal is to tell the other person, okay, wait. Zero knowledge proof. So there's a verifier and a prover, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Recipients, yeah.
So the verifier, the prover, and then like who creates the thing that needs to be proven, the statement, the challenge or whatever.
You don't really create anything. There's a statement that needs to be proven, and zero knowledge proofs try to prove that statement with not trying to leak too much information or context about that specific statement.
Mm-hmm. So who creates the statement, the initial one?
The prover.
Okay.
They're trying to prove that they're right, that their statement is right.
Who creates the challenge though?
The challenge?
Yeah. Like the thing that they're trying to prove.
The statement?
Yeah. Like the thing that they're trying to prove, is that the statement?
Yeah, they're trying to prove this. Well, it's not they. It's just the prover that's trying to prove their statement is correct.
Okay.
And the verifier is trying to verify that yeah, their statement is correct.
Okay, so the verifier creates the challenge, right?
If by challenge you mean they want to know if it's right or not, then yeah.
Okay. I can't. Okay, for context, Sadra understands zero knowledge proofs much better than me, and like I'm still trying to understand it while like live on the pod.
I guess we could use the liquor store thing example.
Yeah, that
The
was a good example.
Let's say Marzooq goes into a wait, that's not halal though.
Facts.
I guess let's try to say you're buying everything that's over 18 is not halal.
Let's say.
Let's say I'm trying to buy beer.
Okay, sure. You're
So-
Muslim too. No, you can't say that.
Yeah, but let's say it was in my haram days,
Okay, sure.
my
if you want
atheist
to.
days. I'm joking. Yeah, so let's say you're the cashier, right?
Yeah.
And I want to buy beer,
Mm-hmm.
and I go up to the counter with a beer in my hand, but I have to prove to you that I'm 18. So in this case, I'm the prover because I have to prove something, and you're the verifier because you have to verify that I'm 18 so I can buy
Yeah.
your beer. In this case, since I'm the prover, I make the statement. I say I'm over 18 years old, and I want to buy this beer. And from there, you have to verify that. But like I said, let's say we're in a dangerous environment where all the information can be leaked. So I don't want to give you too much information about me
Yeah.
that I'm over 18. So giving you my driver's license, my passport, health card, medical card to prove that I'm 18 would mean that it's true for you, but it would leak way too much information about me, like my address, my date of birth, my phone number, stuff like that. So zero knowledge proof in this case would be me trying to prove that I'm 18 years old to you, the verifier,
Mm-hmm.
with giving you with giving you the least amount of information possible,
Yeah.
with giving you like the least amount of context or information possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I still haven't figured out how you would do that. Maybe like you show your driver's license card just with your name and with your age, like you
Yeah.
use your hand to cover. Like that would be one way that a zero knowledge proof could work.
True.
Of course, that's very high level. Zero knowledge proofs, the framework is the same, that the ideology is the same that I just said, but in terms of like digitally, it's just a bunch of algorithms that work together to try to convey that statement is true without leaking any information.
True. Should I ask you how to explain the algorithms? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, me and Marzooq went through a whole bunch of videos and ChatGPT questions before this to figure out the algorithms, but we really couldn't.
Yeah. So from next week, we're actually going to switch from zero knowledge canon to. Oh, so yeah. In last pod, we told you that we've been going through zero knowledge canon for this Web3 deep dive, but we're going to be going through Gabby Goldberg's Web3 list from next week, and that has like more simple content for us to understand rather than research papers, and yeah, it's more fun content too, kind of, rather than going through a research paper for Web3 every single week, which is interesting for some people, but not really for us right now, while we're still building an understanding of Web3.
Yeah, I think there was that knowledge gap is way too much
Yeah.
for people like us, that even if I'm in like an IT degree, like I just haven't been to that amount of exposure in terms of math or cryptography. Like I have one cryptography course like every year, and even then we don't go in that amount of depth. Like the people that come up with these algorithms and journals and researches, they're like people that have spent their whole entire lives into this subject
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
So I think we're just not in that level yet. And if we can't understand it properly, then there's gonna be no use for you guys
Yeah,
to watch it.
it would be extremely hard for us to explain it to you guys, because like in a simple way, because that's our entire goal. We're trying to explain it to you guys in a simple and fun way, but if we can't even understand it properly, we can't. First of all, we can't even explain it properly, let alone in a simple and fun way. But yeah, for the fun way, we're still trying to figure out how to do all of that in the fun way, like how to explain it in a fun way. But like I think first we got to just work on explaining stuff simply, which we are getting much better at.
I agree.
But like I think once we go over much simpler content, then we'll actually be able to explain it in a simple way. Yeah, and it'll be simple for us to explain it to you guys too, because we'll have a much easier time with understanding this stuff.
I just took a look at the book over there.
Yeah, I've been looking at that a few times throughout the pod.
Lawrence Hill. Yeah, I totally agree with what you said. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have. I don't know. Is there anything else to talk about in terms of zero knowledge proofs?
Not really. I think that's about it from our understanding. Like, I wish I understood the algorithms to explain, like how the statements work with like actual math, but I don't have an understanding of that.
Yeah, I don't either. I would say yeah, I would say it's a pretty good uh, description of how zero knowledge proofs work. I'm sure there's a lot of the stuff that was in the what was it called, zero base,
Zero knowledge canon.
zero knowledge canon. I think a lot of that has to do with blockchain
Yeah.
and cryptocurrencies. By the way, huge bull run. I don't know if you follow crypto, but there's a huge bull run going on right now.
Really?
Yeah, like Ethereum went up $200 or $300, and I think Bitcoin went up $2,000, $1,000. I mean,
Yeah.
everything's going up, but I just follow those two. So yeah, huge bull run for crypto. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, a lot of these zero knowledge canon like topics, there were a lot about cryptography, and there's a lot of cryptography in blockchain and cryptocurrencies. So I think zero knowledge proofs are definitely used in cryptocurrencies and like transactions for that, because you always have to prove that like your statement is correct, like your address, your wallet address is correct, stuff like that. Like authentication, like proving that you are Marzooq, so like I can send you the money. There's a lot of proving stuff just to make everything secure, while trying not to leak too much information, because everything is done digitally and is decentralized.
Yeah.
So leaking too much information, even if you're receiving something, can be dangerous.
True. What do you think about maybe switching to AI for our deep dive? Because I feel like we're forcing it to do Web3, but like the only reason why we chose that kind of like on a percentage scale, how interested are you in Web3?
A lot, like 85.
85. For me, like I mean, if it's high for you, I'm down to like dive into it, because like I might be starting the program soon too, but for me it's at like around 35, I feel like, and for AI it's at like 90 right now.
We could do like 1 week we do Web3, and the other week we can do AI.
That would be cool. Yeah.
I'm sure we can find a balance of using both.
Yeah. And I guess we could just like focus on doing a deep dive every week, but it doesn't need to be the same. Doesn't need to be in the same space every week.
Yeah, I agree.
Like for example, if 1 week we're curious about quantum computing or something, then we could dive deep into that for 1 week. Like it doesn't need to be like a insanely long deep dive for consecutive amount of weeks, because I think we might just like lose interest like that. This is probably a good way to always stay curious and like super excited about everything that we're talking about.
Yeah, for sure. That works.
Sick. So I think now it's the time for our quote of the week, and then we'll do the keep challenge.
Let's do it.
Do you
Is it
wanna-
my turn?
Do you want to do it, or I think I have a quote too.
Let me see if I have one.
I'll probably add a quote after yours if you want to add one. I mean, if you want to say the quote this week, I think we'll do double quote.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Fuck, I read something good, dude. You can go first.
All right. One thing that's like really been in my mind is like obsession kind of, and one thing that's like added on to that from this podcast that I listen to almost daily, from the Founders podcast. He just keeps reiterating that belief comes before success or something. I forgot the exact line, but it's like belief comes before you've actually achieved the thing. Like almost everyone that's successful, that was successful in the past, and everyone that he covers, they knew that they were a really capable person, and they basically used to what's that thing called where people envision the future and manifestations. They kind of like manifest it, but not really manifesting. They basically act like the person that they know they can be in the future. For example, someone could want to be like the fifth richest person in the world. One person could want to be like the person who brings prosperity to a country through like charity or something. Like have one person could want to be like one of the best soccer players ever, and the way that they act like it is by putting in all of the daily work and like having the visions of like being there. Like they just literally envision it all the time. And like for example, if a businessman wants to be really successful, they would like sometimes dress like a businessman that's really successful. That would like how they would dress at a later stage, but they dress like that when they're like really not really successful. Like they would dress in a suit or however a successful businessman in that day would dress. I think that's really important.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for sure. 100% belief. Belief is very important.
Mm,
And yeah, I don't think you can achieve what you want if you don't believe in yourself in the first place.
yeah. There's going to be so many people that think almost everyone won't really understand where you're coming from, like why you have all the goals that you have, and the only way to achieve them is to believe in them yourself, because otherwise like no one else is really going to believe in like your entire dream, right? Because they just don't have your state of mind
They're
and
not
everything.
you.
Yeah, they're not you.
That actually goes back to the quote I was going to say, which is basically, no one cares how you feel.
Yeah.
Which is kind of good at the same time and kind of bad. But when I say that, I mean in terms of like, especially this week, like when I didn't want to train, when I didn't want to go to the gym, I imagined that quote because it's so true. Like if you want to win, if you want to achieve the big things that they always dream of, it doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter if you want to do them or not.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be that good, you have to do them.
Yeah,
You have to get to that level.
that's true. And I think another way that you could think about that too is that like no one literally no one cares about you. Do anything,
Yeah, exactly.
and
That's
like
true.
no one's gonna remember the next day or even the next hour probably. That's something that's like been really hard for me, and I'm still getting over it. But I think everyone has like temporary
100%.
doubts for whatever that they do. But yeah, I think that's like an important thing to keep in mind, that no one, what Sadra said, that no one cares about you, that you got to put in the work that you need to get to where you want to be, and then also that no one cares about you. You do anything that you want to, be yourself and chase whatever you want to while being ethical, and like you're like nothing bad's gonna happen. Like there's only upsides to it.
I agree. It's all about perspective.
Yep.
All right, I think that was a very good segue to our quote of the week. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning in again.
Yep. Leave a comment when I upload the pod
Oh, you
eventually.
finally are. Oh yeah, we did get new mics. I don't know if you mentioned
Oh
it.
yeah.
We got they're pretty nice. You didn't put your hat on.
Yeah, I think like I thought that my voice wasn't coming in as well,
Oh, okay.
because this is mostly for when you're outside when it's really windy.
Oh,
So like this way there's more clarity when I speak.
yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, leave a comment, subscribe when I eventually upload, and yeah, let's
We'll see you downstairs,
downstairs.
for the keep up challenge.
Yep.
Peace.
All right, let's go.
Who starts?
I think I should start.
All right. 3 tries.
Yep. All right, Bismillah. Wait, man.
Oh, my bad.
Mike.
Your mic.
3. All right, that's my first try.
That's your first try. All right, that's your first try.
I'm getting better. 4.
That's true. That's progress. Use your toes. Don't use your.
All right.
Okay. I wasn't counting that, so
7. Or let's say 6.
6. That's 1 try.
मैं कुछ कर रहे हैं अभी. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're good.
What happened?
She said to make you eat.
To make me eat?
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Second try. Oh fuck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wait.
30, 31, 32, 33, 34.
Oh.
Damn. What a G.
And then last try. Sorry, I have to get this. Oh my god, what was that? Oh, I got it. And let me do a little bit of these. Never mind.
Damn. That was sick. Now I'm gonna smash Sadra in FIFA. So yeah.
And then in bed. Hey, yo.
But yeah, since I lost this, once I beat Sadra, I'll just record a bit of that too, and then we'll include that in the pod. Alright, see you guys when I smash Sadra.
See ya.
See you next week at Digital Street. You know it's love, yo.
Thanks, Deep Fake Tupac.
Respects Tupac and Tate. Final deep fake sign off by Yobo Morgan Freeman.